If a man would slap you in any context, he's sick and dangerous. There's no way around it.
Unless it's a kinky, consensual thing.
Wait, so hold on. Any context?
I personally would not like that. I just think any man that would slap a woman in any context is
You never know.
abusive.
You never know. You might, if you felt safe with a man and he had like a thing to
I
slap
would
your
not
ass
feel
or
safe
something.
That's not
with
what
a
she's
man
talking about.
physically.
Oh, okay.
No.
What about in self-defense?
Sure, but that's not what I was.
Well, that's a context, though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're in a violent altercation, yeah.
Got him.
No, what if it's your girlfriend and she starts smacking you around a bit first?
I mean, it's a violent altercation.
Okay, so you're fine with it in that context.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a son and I knew that he was being
Italy
abused,
says no.
No.
No?
I don't think, no.
He could
Because
hold it down, like hold your arms.
Yeah, whatever. Like the strength is different, and that's a fact. So like, you should not do it anyways. Like you like
I don't understand that. So like, let's say that there was a really weak guy who punched you in the face. Why couldn't you punch them back in the face because you were a really strong guy?
I think it's situational. Like if you know you're
I let her
bigger-
answer. Hang on. So to you, if a really weak guy punched you in the face, if you were a man, what would be the problem with punching him back?
I think if you know you're bigger as a man, and you can just handle her, like set her aside or walk away.
You should
then-
not touch a woman anyways. Like,
No.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. Again, so I'm going to ask the question. You got a strong guy and a weak guy, and the weak guy punches the strong guy in the face. What is the problem with the strong guy punching him back in the face?
Nothing.
Okay, well then you would apply that same logic to women, right?
Yes.
Just because you're weak doesn't mean that if you punch a guy in the face, you don't get what's coming to you back, right?
I guess I'm viewing it as in the perspective of a mother because I want to be a mother. You know, when I go out on dates, I think about the mom. I don't know, I'm weird. I would not like to hear that my son was being abused, but maybe I should look at it as, you know, that's a woman. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted.
On what? I don't understand what you're conflicted on.
In a
a
situation
woman
where
strikes
a woman
a
was
man-
abusing a man, yes.
Yeah, if a woman strikes a man, why does she get like a get out of getting decked in the face card? I don't get that.
I mean, I don't know.
She shouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
kinda
know either.
conflicted.
I've never really actually heard a good objection to this.
Yeah, I
I've
don't
heard,
know.
well, because they're not as strong as men, but it's like, okay, but that objection never comes up when weak men get beat up by strong men because they hit strong men. So why do women get the pass?
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
I
They
mean,
should know better and
Well,
keep their hands to
Yeah.
themselves. in the
I
first
will
place.
say though, our bones and our skeletal structures are physically weaker. So even then, a smaller, weaker man would still have a stronger skeletal structure than a female.
Yeah, but nobody's going to cry over a weaker man getting smacked, right? So why are
I
they
know,
gonna
that's
cry
what I'm
over a
saying,
weaker woman getting
because-
smacked if a weaker woman punches a man, like, well, she gets what's coming back to her, right?
Well, what I'm saying is it poses the woman, a greater danger by being hit by the man than a man hitting another
I guess you
man.
shouldn't hit men.
Well, yeah, I mean, in a perfect
Yeah.
world, but we had to pick a.
Well, what do you mean a perfect world? Like, it's an imperfect world. I'm just saying, if a woman stands up and punches a man and then gets knocked unconscious by the man, not only do I not see a problem with that, but I actually think it should happen. I think he should do that. I think his priority should be to put her on her ass, and I don't think she'll ever do it again, right? Like, that's the point.
It's simple common sense. Keep your hands to yourself.
yeah, that's obviously like.
Don't.
Okay.
Put your hands
And the men can get restraining orders against women. I have a restraining order against me from a guy who has assault and battery charge against me. And they let him get a restraining order against
That's
me.
38. But here's the thing.
It's so funny.
Here's the thing. The thing is like, look, I get that, but I don't know how that's really an objection to me saying if a woman. Now, I think that you should just not attack people, right? You should just not attack people. But if you are a person who just can't help yourself but attack somebody, and that person defends themselves, I just can't think of a good objection other than, well, they were defending themselves. I don't know why the fact that they have a vagina gives them some special pass on this.
Well, because our whole skeletal structure is weaker than a male
don't
skeletal
hit men.
structure. Our
Then
bones
don't
are
hit
more
men.
fragile.
Well, it's
yes,
like
of course.
okay. So Desiree, okay.
I'm simply explaining why people would have a problem with
this.
it.
Hang on, let me engage with this. Desiree, if a man went over and punched a gorilla in the face, what do you think would happen to him?
He would probably be dead.
Yeah, the gorilla would rip him limb from limb, right? Would you, if you read in the newspaper, stupid man punches gorilla in the face and gorilla then beats man to death, would you be like, what a dumb fuck? Or would you go and be like, my God, how could this gorilla have done such a horrific thing to this
I'm
poor
not
man?
arguing
His
with you
bone
there,
structure-
Andrew.
His bone structure,
No.
it's not even the same as that of a gorilla.
I think you
How could the gorilla
misunderstood.
do such a thing?
I think you misunderstood what I was saying. I was simply saying that is why society has kind of this double standard. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying that the woman should go assault the man.
Yeah, right. But I'm not interested in kind of these greater caveats of, well, this is why society thinks X, because that's not the argument that I was making. I wasn't making the argument about what society thinks. I was making the argument for what Andrew Wilson thinks. What Andrew Wilson thinks is that if dumb, weak person punches really strong person and gets knocked the fuck out, that's what you get. It seems really simple to me. Just like if you attack guy weaker than you, he pulls out gun and ends your life, that you get what you get, right? This is just how it works.
You reap what you sow.
Don't attack people,
You reap
and then
what
you don't
you
have to
sow.
worry about it, right?
I would concede you reap what you sow. So yeah, ladies, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah. That seems reasonable. I've never actually heard a good objection to this. It's just like women go, but I should be privileged enough to just punch men in the face and have them do nothing. It's so bizarre to me.
Women need to understand that between men to men, talk shit, get hit. Like, guys deal with each other differently than women deal with each other. And I'm not saying that to a woman, you talk shit to a man, get hit. I'm not saying that. But men socially have different ways of dealing with each other. And most of that revolves around the physical in some cases, or in most cases. But women have another way of dealing with each other that in a nonviolent form. The fact of the matter is, if you pick a fight that you can't back it up physically, maybe don't pick that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's a wise idea.